The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Anthony Dorsett, Damontre Moore, and Newy Scruggs.
It's that time. Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming here. 3 of the 4 horsemen are here in the building. We got Anthony Dorsett, the Pit Panther. From Pittsburgh, it's Toledo's own Rocket, the Hall of Famer.
Yes,
Barry
sir.
Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. At some point in time, Damontre he's been straggling.
Here, man.
But, he's welcome when he comes on in here. All right, guys. It's Friday coming around here. It's the final preseason game. Both of you gentlemen have been there. What does this game mean? For Dak Prescott, hey, he's fine. He's under contract. CeeDee Lamb, you're fine. And Micah Parsons is worth. But there's other people out here where this is your life's work on display here. It means a little something. Dorsett, go.
For sure. I could take you back to one of my own experiences being a 6th-round draft pick.
Oh, yeah.
And trying to make the team. And I could just remember one of the first things my dad said to me right after the draft was like, he said, you got 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. What you going to do to keep it in there? And so knowing that every bit of the preseason meant something for me, like I knew that I was going to get like a gang of reps this game. Well, it's the last preseason game. You're going to get a gang of reps and you're going to be out there, you're going to get to show your stuff. And you got to lay it all out there on the line, and hopefully you make that 53-man roster. And that's what it's all about. All these guys. That's what you said. They're all out here trying to fight for their livelihood and to like get that dream to come true, to make that roster.
What was that final game like? Take me back.
Man, it was a trip because I actually fumbled in the game. Yes.
Hold on, you was returning a kick or a punt or something?
I was returning kicks.
Oh, okay.
And man, it was actually against the Cowboys as well, and had taken one back for 99 yards in the preseason already. I was having a decent preseason, but the last preseason game we was playing against the Cowboys, and I fumbled the ball, bro. And that's all. Like I can't even remember anything else that happened in the game, right? So we come out the locker room. And my dad is there, and my mom is there now, okay? And so, of course my dad understands football, but my mom's just being mom. So I'm out there, I'm sweating, like I'm literally sweating, like, and they like, what's wrong? I was like, man, I fumbled. Everybody like, oh, you had a good preseason, da-da-da-da. So my mom see me worried. So Jeff Fisher, who was the head coach, is coming out the locker room. My mom see Jeff. She like, hey, Jeff, you gonna cut Anthony because he fumbled that kickoff?
She went up to the head guy.
Yeah, she didn't even go up to him. She didn't even let him make it to, like, she just
Put him on blast.
Put him on blast.
And it was so funny, man, because of course, Jeff took it in stride. He laughed it off and everything like that. He was like, nah, we ain't gonna cut him. But I was still just like, first of all, I had to get my mom like, hey, you can't do that no more. This ain't like Pop Warner.
This ain't Little League, yeah.
But it was
Can't press the coach.
And it was still a nerve-wracking several days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And walking in that building that day, man, you walked in the building, and I didn't know this prior to getting there. So it's like you walking in the building, it's a bunch of us walking together. The Grim Reaper, he's standing behind the corner.
Oh, yeah. He gonna get you.
He ain't, like, out and open. He's standing behind the corner. So I'm walking, talking, like, we walking, talking together, and didn't get quiet. And I look behind me, and everybody gone. He didn't stop them. Let me go by, like, hey, you. And I'm like, yo, you got, like, it can't happen like that.
Not like this.
Next thing you know, I'm in the locker room. Every time somebody come in the locker room, I'm jumping like, hey, man, don't look behind me.
That's real, though.
It's crazy. It's a scary situation. So it's like that Super Bowl thing. You got the Eagles over here that when they're having a party of their life. And that reality of that moment, if you lose, that's that most devastating moment of your life.
The dagger.
Yeah, it's that duality right there. It's crazy.
Hey, Damontre Moore's here. Good to see you, man.
Hey, Damontre.
Hey,
what's happening,
we got all these extra guests out here for the training camp, man. Things big, man.
Yeah. All right, so Church, you were undrafted.
Undrafted, man.
So that back then it was 4 preseason. Kids, once upon a time there were 4 preseason games.
And 2 a day.
The great
2 a day.
And 2 a day.
Two padded practices.
Really, I was about to say padded practices.
So you're an undrafted free agent. Out of Toledo, take me back to your final preseason game. We're talking about this because the Cowboys' final preseason game is against the Atlanta Falcons Friday at Jerry World here, so jobs are on the line. Take me back to your situation.
Well, like AD said, I mean, going into the game, I knew I was going to get
all the reps possible. I'm talking about the coach already told me you're getting every single defensive snap out there at safety. But not only that, you're going to play every special team. So I was on kickoff return, punt block, everything. And I knew, man, I better be ready to roll because there ain't going to be no breaks. Ain't going to be on the sideline just chilling. The only time I'm on the sideline was when the offense was out there. So I knew going into the game I was going to get a lot of reps. And I would say it was probably, one of the games where I had the most nerves ever in my life as a professional athlete because this was the make or break. I didn't have a huge preseason where I was making all these plays. I played solid. I didn't make any big time mistakes, but I also didn't make any big time plays. So going into that game, knew I was going to get all the reps. Me and my boy Danny McCray at the safety spot, and we're going against Miami. And for some crazy reason, they got Ricky Williams in the backfield. Like, I'm thinking this dude, man, come on, man, why is he even playing right now? I'm like, God, I think I told you this one before. You can't be. I'm like, come on, man. And I'm like, I knew the D-line in front of me we didn't have D-Ware and Ratliff in there in front of us. We had, some guys that were like me on the bubble. I'm like, if this dude come through the lane, I've been watching highlights of this dude when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching
Texas Longhorns.
Man, I'm watching running cast. So I'm like, this is Ricky Williams. So I'm like, all right. So we fast forward to the second quarter. I'm playing decent. And lo and behold, it happens. The floodgates open. I'm talking about
Like
3 tech out the club, the other dude out the club. Here comes Ricky. He had that triple T face mask with the shield, just looking mean. Dreads coming down, big head. I'm like, oh, man, here we go. Let me break down and try to get this dude. I'm thinking he going to try to run me over. I'm thinking he going, I'm like, all right, I got this. Man, he hit me with the coldest 1-2 step. Just, and was gone. I'm like, and it was in the middle of everybody. Like, it was just open field. Ricky Williams, I'm thinking going, try to give me the punishment. Yeah. He shook me out of my shoes.
Broke you down fast enough.
And I'm like, and before I hit the ground, he gone. And I'm like, oh, man, that's it. I'm like, it's over with. Like, hey, I'm like, right then and there, I'm like, ain't nothing I could do to be able to, make this squad. So, like you, after the game, I'm sitting there sweating bullets. I'm talking to Danny. Danny, he in a good mood because he basically knew he was on the squad. So, me, I'm just over there like, man, what you think? And he over there, it's going to be all right, big dog. Like, you good, man, you good. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, Ricky Williams just embarrassed me in front of everybody. I didn't make too many big-time plays, so I was nervous as heck. And luckily, at that time, I had a guy, and that's why I always tell the youngins, man, make sure you are best friends with your special teams coordinator. Because at that time, Joe D. Camillus was the special teams coordinator, and I worked my butt off for him each and every, practice, preseason game leading up. So he stood on the table for me. Him and this guy named Brett Maxey, who was our safeties coach at the time. Mm-hmm. They stood on the table for me, and he told me, man, you was gone. But, we...
Hey, pulled you out the domino pound?
Yo, they was like...
To let you know. Because you was out. We pulled you out.
We pulled you out.
Pulled you out the fire.
Because I came in the next day, because, you may make it just until that first game. You don't know if you on the roster or not. And I seen the Grim Reaper, same thing. He grabbed my boy, Bruce Mays. Grim Reaper. He was brutal. But I saw him. He didn't grab me. They let me slide in there, and Joe DeCamillis explained to me, he's like, now, look, man, you made the 53. You're not going to dress this first game. And I'm thinking, oh, that's cool. And he was like, nah, don't ever be cool with that because you always want to have pads in your locker when you show up. So back then, I'm sure they do it now, but you may be on the 53, but only 46 people got the dress. And he was like, you're not going to dress this first game. And I'm thinking, oh, that's cool. I'm still getting, He's like, no, don't ever be cool with that. And from then on, I've always had a pair of shoulder pads in my locker before the game because I made sure, there's no way I'm slipping back on that one. So, like I said, always be best friends with your special teams coordinator because he may look out for you down the road, which you don't know. And he was also a part of bringing me to Jacksonville as well. So that's what I say. You always look out for your special teams coordinator, man.
This is great insights here. This is why we do the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming right here on DallasCowboys.com. All right, Trey Moore, your first final preseason game, what was it like? What was going through your mind?
For me, it was...
You were hired, Jack.
He was a third.
I was about to say, I was a third-round pick. So for me, I was going into my final preseason game. I was excited. I was ready to play. I had a lot of guys. Shout out to my boy Charles James, who made the team. He was a bubble guy. And so, I found myself always kicking it with the DBs and stuff like that. And so with these guys that are bubble guys, I'm like, oh, hey, I'm gonna play this, that, and the third. I got Justin Tuck, JPP, Mathis Kiwanuka, who's a former first-round pick, like Cullen Jenkins, all these big-name guys, Sean Rogers. So we knew we were gonna have to play, me and Jonathan Hankins. So it's just a matter about how much you're going to play. So we got in there, went straight away. I was fortunate enough to have like a block punt on my very first play in preseason. So it was just kind of like, oh, he's the third-round pick that we thought he was gonna be. So go straight in there. They got the bubble guys in there. I kill, and then all of a sudden, I get put out. Like I got the tap on the shoulder, like come out, and so I'm like, what's going on? No, like let me play. Like the vets are here. Like once I'm in go mode, I'm ready to go. And I think I only played like I don't even think it was the first quarter. It was one of those things where they pulled the reins in too early. So coming off the field, it was like, oh, I made enough plays. Like, coach, I didn't do enough yet. Like I had a block punt. I've been getting sacks every game. Like I really got to put my stamp on it. And he was like, no. Relax. And at that time, I didn't realize what he was saying. Like, your job is secure. Let you mess around and go out here and get hurt, it's going to be more trouble for us than it is for you. So coming in that next day, it was like, oh, cool. Like, let's go up here. I'm going to go get in the hot tub. I didn't really know about maintaining my body, so I wasn't in the cold tub. It was like, man, I just want to get in the hot tub to get out the hotel. So let me go get in the hot tub. Let me get some free food. And when you walk in there, it's like an elephant graveyard. Like, I'm sitting over here talking to people like the old head vest that's on the bubble. Like, hey, what up, dog? What you doing? Hey, you trying to go get some lunch in the cafeteria? No, I am hiding. What are you talking about? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, bro, I'm about to go get in the sauna. He said, matter of fact, I'm going to be in the sauna. And I say that to say that I come out the sauna, like, I was talking to an old head vet. I came out that sauna 10 minutes later. That same vet wasn't there. And all you see is somebody ripping that off real quick. And I'm like, no, they got my dog. And so for me, I didn't understand the gravity. It wasn't until the later years of my career realizing, like how you said, a coach told you, yeah, you might have made the 53 because you were drafted and this and that, but you need to have pads on game day. Do you want to get a check? And when I'm going to put an extra emphasis on it. Let me look at you in the camera. When they say make friends with your special team coach, those are the guys that pull you out the graveyard. Yeah. I will never forget Larry Izzo. He's the head special team coach at Washington right now. He looked at me and said, hey, you're going to play, but do you want to make sure that you got them shoulder pads every weekend? Let me put you in at gunner right now. He put me in at gunner, and from then the rest was history. Like, I made my niche off of being a special team guy. So doing that, it wasn't until later on you realize the gravity of it. So that first one, like I said, it was cool breeze. Like, I'm in there, as soon as like everybody got cut and the day was over with, I felt bad, but my dog Charles James made it. So I'm like, hey, we made it, bro. And he was like, bro, don't dap me up like I got anxiety right now. I said, well, guess what? We're going to work tomorrow. But literally, he had that same anxiety every Tuesday. And it wasn't until my 5th year in the league when I started to get that type of anxiety. Yeah. But those first 3 years, you came in on cut day. Hey, I'm cool. I'm ready. Yeah. Like,
you clear your head in the clouds.
Yeah, heads in the clouds.
Ain't gonna be me.
I'm about to go get me an omelet. Like, I'm doing everything, stuffing my plate until later on. I done had a couple of those days where you knew it was cut day. I'm not going up to the facility. Matter of fact, let me put my phone on silent. Hope that they don't call
ain't got me.
Hey, I ain't see my phone call. It'd be mad you get that scroll across the ticket because, hey, we tried to call you. So, hey, man, I done been a part of them. I'm telling you, get that alert before they come on the ticker.
And what would y'all tell, like, so, we've been to the point where it's like, man, cut day where we're on the bubble. But, like, when you guys had younger guys underneath you who were on that bubble, what was your advice to them? Because I would always be like, I try to be like, hey, be positive, guys. But it was like, man, it was hard. It was hard for me to express how they should feel or give them advice on it.
I was just like you. I'm telling them to be positive, but you can only control what you can control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, and then at that point, like, everyone pretty much knows, what's happening. The writing's been on the wall, so you can't really do nothing about it. You can try to comfort somebody, you know what I mean? You
Put some pillows out.
Get some good tape out there, bro. Get some good tape. Get some good tape.
But at the end of the day, it's already done.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for me, like, I always found myself like, I felt like I didn't belong, so I had latched on to those younger guys. I always talked to them like any of them could tell you around the league. Like, when we would go in there, I talked to them just like they was when they were coming out of college. Like, we going to kick it every day. We're going to do this. We're going to play football. But also, when we're having a good time, let's go out here and make these plays. Because what you don't want to do is, like, you had guys like Charles James. I was fortunate enough to be around old head vets that told you, like, hey, this is how it is. Like, I might get cut. Like, vets told me that, hey, I know that I'm getting cut because you're keeping your job. So it's like, if you keep that realness with me, let me keep that realness with you. And I'm going to tell you straight up, like, what I see. You've been balling, you've been making plays. Like, you're going to be straight, young buck. Chill out. And if you ain't been balling like that, but you've been balling enough to be on somewhere else, that's the one thing that I told every young guy. There's 31 other teams. The eye in the sky does not lie. Like, you might be sad today and realize that you might not been playing right here, but you got cut, and you go get picked up by another team and mess around and be a starter and really be a household name, and you getting cut was the best thing for you. Now, after this, when you get cut, let's say you put good tape out there. Now you're going to have options because you're not going to get claimed. You're going to sit there and people are going to say, hey, we want to bring you in. We want to bring you in. Like, now you can pick where you go. So, like, the most important thing right here is when you put on that helmet, the logo doesn't matter. Remember the name, remember the heart, go out there and play. And wherever the chips may fall in Vegas, like they say, they're going to fall there. But at least you know you did everything in your power.
All right, let's get our first break in here. And speaking of that, an injury's been confirmed on the roster, and that means someone is basically going to probably breathe a little bit better because of it. We'll chat about that next.
That's true.
Dorsett, Moore, Church. I'm Newy Scruggs. This is Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Returning for the 2025 NFL season, Boss reunites with the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons to drop the next chapter of their iconic collaboration. The Boss Cowboys collection fuses fashion and football once again, capturing the fearless spirit of what it means to be your own boss. Just in time for kickoff, gear up in standout styles that show your team pride with a bold edge. Available now at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Crown Royal and the Dallas Cowboys are bringing back the Royal Rig for Season 2. See it in action at AT&T Stadium on Thanksgiving Day, where the Dallas Cowboys take on the Kansas City Chiefs, and around Dallas on November 26th and November 28th. Visit crownroyal.com to see where else the Royal Rig is stopping this NFL season. That's crownroyal.com. Please drink responsibly.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The weekend is bringing the After Hour to Dawn Tour the stadium to AT&T Stadium on August 27th and 28th. Catch this all-new show in support of the full album trilogy with Playboy Cardi and special guest Mike Dean. Get your tickets today at SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing partner of AT&T Stadium.
Your boy will be there.
In the front row.
Are you
there?
Or the suite.
So since you wanted to make that, hold on, since you wanted to make that announcement so loud,
Be there, man. Be
you got a
there.
+1?
It comes up begging.
Hey, man, I got a gift.
Somebody
Got a gift.
Hey man, hey
Shimmy
resources.
and
Hey, let me go for my resources, man.
It was a gift. It was definitely a
You a dog, you know. You should be used to begging coming to the table.
Okay.
You shot at me first. You shot at me first.
That was the first one off. Okay.
Maybe do you like Anthony Richardson?
Get paid, be a first round pick.
Watching Daniel Jones take your job.
Danny Dimes, baby. That was my guy.
Jones.
That was my guy.
You just gonna threaten my job like that on live air?
That was my guy back then too. Danny
That's
Dimes.
crazy.
The resurgence of Danny Dimes this year.
I'm sorry.
I ain't gonna call it, but don't be shocked.
Come on.
Be shocked. Just like these 10
They're
wins.
gonna be a dead draft.
Don't be shocked.
You
when
gonna
these 10 wins
be
come
shocked.
around.
I'm gonna tell you like this:
Y'all seen George Pickens?
if we get 10 wins,
Y'all
you
seen
will be
George?
shocked. What George say?
Y'all seen George, Miles Sanders.
It's not about Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
He gonna make team?
Oh wow, that's
Miles gonna make the squad.
Don't do that.
He gonna make the
Don't
squad.
do that.
He gonna make the squad, bro. I ain't gonna say it's a lot.
I would
a lot.
Hey, what Kodak Black say?
It's a lot.
I hope so.
Okay.
I ain't saying it's a lot.
Let's just go back. By the way, Players Lounge.
Oh, yeah,
Scruggs,
yeah.
Game
Pay
Anthony
some
Dorsett,
bills.
Trey Moore, Barry Church, I'm Newy Scruggs. Let's go back just simply to the last segment we guys were talking about. You need somebody in there in the room standing on the table for you.
You do.
Right now, what has said he's that? When you start to think about, you got Javonte Williams.
Yeah. He should be the starter, in my opinion.
And that was where I was going to go. So Javonte. Phil Maffa has made plays.
Big boy. He can
And he'll be cheaper than Miles.
I was gonna say.
Okay, so you got him. You got Blue. Jaden Blue is going to play on Friday. You got Jaden Blue, draft pick here, speedy guy. If you got Malik Davis, who's over here. I mean, if you cut Miles Sanders,
You save money.
you save money, but you probably could get him back because that's another thing they do in terms of letting guys go. Who can we pull back? How many people are going to want this guy? There's going to be a lot of running backs cut.
Yeah.
A lot of running backs cut. So to just sit here and write down his name to say, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. That's what I'm just saying, man. That's not you. If you writing him down as a lock, I wouldn't do that.
Let's just
Come on, Church, fight back.
Because you got Javonte, who's a heck of a back, but he's a power horse, downhill, run behind the shoulder pass type of back. You got to have that change of pace. Maffa is another downhill, run behind the shoulder pass. So, but that change of back, I'm thinking you got either Miles, Deuce, or the kid out of Texas. Now, the kid out of Texas, I think he's going to make the squad. I mean, I think he's going to make the squad, but it comes down to Deuce and Miles, and then you also got to look at who's going to be playing special teams.
And that
There you go. I was just about to say.
Who's giving you plays?
Yeah, that's
Who's going to give you more plays? If you're
Deuce.
well, you start looking at between Deuce, Phil Maffa, Miles Sanders. The person who's probably going to give you the least amount of specials.
It's definitely Miles. It's definitely Miles.
That former starter, you know how it is. When
he done tasted it now.
When you done tasted the big chip is sitting over there, it's hard unless you started out as a special team guy. Like to put yourself in that mindset to say, I'm about to humble myself. I might get a rep. I might not get no reps. Like I know a guy for us, like shout out to him who I don't think he gets enough credit, but Alfred Morris, he was one of those guys that went from being a guy that was a bubble guy to made a household name, got the big contract. But once he got the big contract, he came back here, and he was that guy. He got his plays, but he was a special team guy. He didn't have no problem humbling himself. That's a very rare trait that most players cannot do that if that. Like being in that starter position, having the big money.
Why y'all let Alfred come out there with no swag like that?
Hey,
on, man.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this.
Absolutely.
Hey, Alfred, you know it. I tell you, you got the worst, ugliest. He has an old lineman swag.
Swag
when I
terrible.
tell you, he got old lineman swag, but he got old lineman strength. Yep. That's when you knew that somebody. It's like that old man that used to come out there and roll up his cuff and don't really care. Like I'm coming to work. Alfred to come out there, man, you laughing at me. Bro, he still drives the same car.
He's a Pro Bowler too, right?
A Pro Bowler. No, what? Multiple.
He's a Pro Bowler.
And got paid.
He was when he was here as a Cowboy, he was a good dude.
Yeah, he's a great dude.
Great dude.
Good at.
But how many? Well, with Newy, which you can speak on how his attitude was. He was always open, talking to people. If Coach said do something, he do it, and he showed the other running backs like, yo, I've been here. I've been to the top of it to coach them up. How many running backs typically are just starters? How many people have that type of personality?
I think it also kind of goes back to his journey, coming from Florida, Atlanta. He was always grateful and thankful.
Yeah.
When I looked, he just had that was just his personality. And I would imagine, not playing football today, he's probably still that same guy. Who
Definitely is.
Gratitude and thankfulness, just
and humble.
God makes some people, man, just like, man, they walk the walk, man. He's just.
Do you think Miles has that same mentality?
I don't know him like that.
Okay.
So I won't even try and say it. But just in terms of, this, every year we're thinking certain people, hey, they gonna make team. They got this one got. And when I start to think about and look at this room, I can't just write his name down and just say I'm writing down Javonte. Writing that down. Yeah. I'm gonna write Blue down because I just they drafted him.
I was like
his potential.
Yeah, he's a home run guy.
And look, man, let's be honest, man. You start looking at veteran money, they start to ask themselves,
is it worth it?
Is it worth it? But can I play Phil Maffa and get a little bit more special teams? Can I save a little bit more money? You are still trying to sign Bland. You're trying to sign Micah Parsons.
Yep.
You've got to
save them pennies.
You've got to sign your kicker. I mean, you're starting to ask yourself, can I save a little bit here? And if I let Miles Sanders go, hey man, just sit by. We can bring you back. Now we're gonna bring you back week to week versus you're on the team. Because if you're a veteran player, you guys know,
and that
guaranteed.
That's the worst thing. As a veteran, like you understand that you know the nature of the beast. Once you've seen it and been around, and Miles he's older, he's seen this. So like you said, coming back in. But for me being a journeyman, like that's the worst thing when you come over here and you, like you said earlier, like I didn't make no bad plays, but I didn't make a lot of plays, but I was spotty with making those plays, and I got more experience. I'm better than the other player, but it came down to because we were so close. He's younger. He's cheaper. Oh, but we're gonna bring you back. Hey, just stay ready. Every Tuesday we got somebody coming in, and those good teams like. It's different to be at a great organization. Like I think about my time at San Fran. When I was there, you had me, DeForest Buckner, Ronnie Blair, like that Nick Bosa that just got drafted, D Ford. That was a stacked room. When you get cut from a room like that, knowing that you balled, like it's like, okay, I can do that. But it's a different animal when you're in a room like the Cowboys, per se. You don't have that perennial Pro Bowler, and you don't have that big money contract guy. So when you think it's even level, like that's where you start looking at yourself and saying, just because y'all want to go cheaper, you're going to take him. That takes you through a plethora of emotions, and you have to be a good vet to say, hey, mentally, I'm staying locked in. I'm going to come back. But when I come back, I'm going to show you why I'm a vet and why you brought me back.
It's a game behind the game.
Yes,
it's
sir.
a game behind the game.
Chestnut checkers.
So, Dorsett, you played for Jeff Fisher, and this is the other thing when I think about the running back room. So Fisher had guys. He had certain guys. He had them. He'd bring them back. I mean, he had his people. Parcells had his people. There could be a bunch of running backs cut. Who knows who's cut? This Schottenheimer's. Oh yeah. I had this guy over here. I like. That's the next thing that happens. Or the running back coach comes in there, man. That you go to Jacksonville. All of a sudden with Joe DeCool, that's one of my guys.
He gonna help.
You forgot that Shotty also came from a system as well. Pete Carroll, they did that in Seattle all the time, where they would cut guys, have them there for the week, but because they didn't fit in the game plan, we know nobody's gonna cut him. We're gonna keep you right here and then bring you back next week. So with him being in that system. I see what you did there, Newy. Look at that.
So, and that's why I just say with a guy like Miles kind of can fit into that where, hey, man, we like you, but we ain't got to have you.
Yeah.
We could possibly find another you.
Yeah.
And that's not a disrespect to him at all. This is how that game behind the game is working. And in the world of contracts and you trying to sign other people here, they are searching and looking for money. And if they do not have to guarantee a veteran contract, they're going to look at that.
That's true.
And put you on a week to week if they can.
Definitely.
Let's take it a step further. Then I guess with us being former players, like we've seen those situations where we got up and we chased the bag. At least me personally, I got up and I chased the bag just because I got an extra $10,000, $20,000 here. And all actuality, I should have just stayed patient and stayed with this team. Somebody ended up getting hurt. Like hindsight's 20/20. If you're Miles and you're in this situation, say that does happen, do you sit around in a room like this without guys that aren't proven and stuff like that, or do you say, hey, you know what? Somebody else wants me. I'm gonna get up and get off this pony right now.
If I'm Miles, I'm honestly going to look at where I am with it. Like, we had this conversation before about what is your goal at the end of the day as well. Is this team compared to a team that may be interested in me? Is this team going to be successful? Do I got a chance to go to the playoffs with another team? You know what I mean? Or is there going to be a chance for me to play after this year that they may give me some long term?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to boil down to things like that. And so especially like you said, to humble yourself, it's a lot of dudes that they just can't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're used to running the ball, you want the ball all the time. So it would honestly depend on the opportunity and what the opportunity presented as well.
Yeah, I think I'd stick around. Even, just knowing this roster they have here with the Cowboys, I'm not, diving into anybody else's roster, but when you look at this Cowboys, you got a guy like Williams, who's your downhill guy. You got a coach in Schottenheimer who's saying all the right things about running the football. He can be that main change of pace guy. He could be that guy out of the backfield. Because don't get me wrong, Deuce is very electric. But dude, I mean, we haven't seen what he can do.
unproven.
He's unproven. Miles at least has gone out there and he's had the reps. He's running the football. He's been a good receiver out of the backfield. So for me, if I'm Miles, I'm looking at this situation like, man, I could take this thing over.
And this is the beauty of that game behind the game that's going to be working.
Yeah.
We're going to see, and just not being in the room to have the conversations. Unfortunately, they haven't had a good preseason, and the quarterback play has held them back a little bit in order to see some more of the running game. Too many threes and outs. Yeah. So that's why I say, man, right now, and Schottenheimer's being smart. He's not exactly telling us what he's doing and seeing right now, but that room, those conversations in that room are going to be fantastic. Oh, yeah. Because what are you seeing out of this player? What should we do? What's the financial cost? All these things. This stuff matters. So Friday night is big for a whole lot of people in a whole lot of ways. Oh, yeah. And injuries will play a part of this. Let's say Blue goes back out here, he gets hurt one more time. Then that maybe they say, you know what? Oh, you put your IR, Sanders, you're going to make the team now. Yep. That's kind of stuff works in there. All right, I promised we would talk about a player who got injured, what potential player could feel real good about their spot. We'll do that next. Our final segment on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming on DallasCowboys.com.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're maxing out overhead presses, pushing through chest flies, or being the hero your golden retriever needs to carry them over that scary bridge, Smoothie King has the fuel to help you go all out. Build muscle and boost your recovery with 45 grams of protein, 0 grams of added sugar, and delicious customizable ingredients in the Gladiator Smoothie. Available in chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. Only at Smoothie King.
Raising Cane's presents the other rules of football. Rule 1. Any broadcast without the express edition of cook-to-order Cane's chicken fingers is prohibited. Rule 12. No crinkle-cut fries, Texas toast, or craveable Cane sauce constitutes an illegal formation. And Rule 31, anybody who loves to feed their game face is an eligible receiver of Cane's. When it comes to winning game day, Cane's rules. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Go Cowboys.
Returning for the 2025 NFL season, Boss reunites with the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons to drop the next chapter of their iconic collaboration. The Boss Cowboys collection fuses fashion and football once again, capturing the fearless spirit of what it means to be your own boss. Just in time for kickoff, gear up in standout styles that show your team pride with a bold edge. Available now at nflshop.com/HugoBoss, HugoBoss.com, and Boss retail stores. Hashtag be your own boss.
Hey there, Cowboys Nation. Kyle Yeomans here, sharing that same team that brought you Buffalo, bringing NFL casino games that show America's team on and off the reels. Aristocrat is changing the game with a new experience. Football fans, this means you can pick your team and play your team. Check out the Cowboys-themed casino games developed by Aristocrat, a proud sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys. Gambling problem? Please contact the U.S. National Problem Gambling Helpline at 1-800-GAMBLER. That's 1-800-GAMBLER for 21 and over.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Are you a Cowboys super fan? The search is on for the 2025 Fan of the Year presented by Captain Morgan now through September 29th. Nominate extraordinary NFL dynamic duo and the game changers who rep the Cowboys with pride. Turn every game day into an unforgettable adventure. You can be sent to the Pro Bowl, Super Bowl 60. Enter the win at NFL.com/fan of the year.
Yeah, wait.
You and Anthony Richardson, boy.
I was almost there.
I was almost at the end. Anthony Richardson, right there. You know where to go with the ball. You know where to go in this size.
Hey, like the players say, man. Hey, we support AD, man. He gonna get it right. He gonna get it right.
Supporting him, all right.
I'm gonna show you what AD can. I'm gonna show you what Anthony Richards didn't do this year. I'm gonna get it right next time.
Okay. I mean,
next topic.
If he's available, tell him to come on through the lounge.
You think, boy, hey, you can sit right here, man.
Wow. Hey, hold on. Let's not do that, bro. He is a first round pick. We know he's gonna go somewhere else.
He gonna go.
He gonna get multiple opportunities. So relax. And he still might get this one.
Trey Lance got multiple opportunities.
He still might get this one. It's a first round pick that lost his job to another first round pick that lost his job. So I mean, anything can happen. But Cowboys.
Lies we tell ourselves.
Boy.
Yeah, boy.
Come on, man. Can we stop?
Hate to see.
Stop.
That's what I'm saying. You stop. You
Stop it.
Stop.
Stop it.
Players Lounge brought to you by Aristocrat Gaming, Anthony Dorsett, Trey Moore, Barry Church. I am Newy Scruggs. So, Jonathan Mingo, gonna be out a month. PCL. So it's gonna be out a month here, and Flournoy, you should feel good.
You comfortable, but don't be too comfortable. Don't be too comfortable.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, no, I feel good. Hey, man, Mama, I made it. Mama, go buy them tickets.
Hey,
Go ahead.
I got you, big dog.
Hey, you said week one?
Go to Ticket Man. Hey, I'm gonna need four for that.
What's the worst thing though? Like when something like that happened, like you don't want to be too happy like that your boy got hurt, but you walk in there and you be like, man, bro, you good? Like you really concerned about. As soon as he tell you PCL or something like that, you be like, hold on, wait a minute. That's about 6 to 8 weeks right there. I'm guaranteed 4 checks.
6 weeks.
What?
So the people that check on you first.
Hey, you gotta watch it.
I'm telling you, them is the ones that'll check on you first.
Dirty Mac shirt.
Whatever.
Walking there, hey man,
It's the name of the game.
What they say? You good?
No.
Oh man,
Hey, bro.
I'm out 8 weeks,
Bro, you know you was gonna be starting.
Hey.
8 weeks. You gonna be back faster than that though, dog. You gonna be back.
Man, just get to it, man. You got it. We gonna hold it down. We gonna do this for you.
Those be the ones. The first people that come check on you, be like, oh, so you been waiting on this? It's a dirty game out here.
That's the name of the game, though.
Producer
Man,
Chris
no,
Bean.
for real.
The road.
Producer Chris Bean said, "Watch out for the guy that says I'll pray for you." Lord, may he use the entire 6 weeks. Do not rush your son back.
I'm telling you, man.
6 weeks.
What is that?
And then 2 more weeks to feel comfortable. Before he returns to the life.
Let him come back with a little gimp, just a little bit.
That's how it be.
Oh man, and then the thing about it is when all that is going on, while he's coming back, you about week 3, you looking at yourself like, hey, I've been playing, I solidified my spot. Okay, they're gonna cut this guy. But then if you ain't been solidifying your spot, about week 3, week 4, he got 2 weeks left. You looking over there while he doing his rehab. Yeah, he don't look like himself. He ain't looking too good. All right, I still got some issues. But let you be looking over there, and he got 2 weeks left, and he looks like himself, and you be like, all right, it's cutting time. Who's the next guy up? Hey, gotta look around. Hold on. Hey, like, you know what? Let somebody else just let the DB play be sloppy so he can come back, start. Y'all keep me here. Maybe we're depth depleted somewhere else in the roster to where I can stay there. But I'm telling you, start
However
looking.
you get your opportunities, like
Gotta knock them down.
sometimes you just gotta take them however they come.
That's it. Yeah, you can't control that. You just, hey.
At first, when
Be
you're a
grateful.
rookie, you be like, "Oh, that's dirty to think like that." Once you actually become a grown man, realizing you're a grown man playing a kid's game for a king's ransom, it turns different to where it's like, shoot, I ain't being dirty. Like, I love you as a person, but I got 2 kids to feed at the house. Like, it's completely different. Like, what they say, whatever you can do to set yourself
And anybody
apart.
can get got.
Anybody can
I
get
seen my boy Tones.
Tony Romo.
Tones went down. Missed 8 weeks. Young Prescott came in.
Hey,
and ain't never
he was
looked
happy.
back.
Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore was the
Moore.
backup.
He was
Tony.
he went down.
He went down first.
Boys
before
ain't
Tony
never
did,
looked
so.
back. But I said, ooh.
It might be the best thing for you. You might go be a head coach somewhere and say, "Hey, remember you took my job?"
Oh, they bouncing that good. Rome's making all that on CBS. Kellen,
They not hurt for
They
real.
not hurt. They not hurt. They hurt.
Bill Parcells had one of the great lines. He said, "You don't want to lead a huddle because you don't know who's coming in."
That's a fact too. Even in walk, they used to be like, "Hey, church, let's rotate them." Nah, let me get. I need these mental reps. Nah, ain't nobody coming.
Bro, you didn't understand that as a young guy. It's like, bro, you been here, you watched it, you know you're gonna be starting. Just let me see this, just in case I potentially might get in there. And once I realized, like, I got older, I was like, oh, that's why you kept them in your pocket right there, because you knew that if I got in, it's a possibility. Like you said, might not get back out. And so,
anytime they said ones on the field, I was on there.
You took that with pride.
I was like, walkthroughs, film study, anything. I'm like, nope.
And you know you had a guy behind you. Hey, you need some water? You want me to get this ref for you, OG? Like, no, nope. I got it. I hope. Barry, what type of guy was you? Was you at least a good guy to say, nah, I'm gonna get this one, I'm feeling good? Or were you just a guy, rookie, get back, don't talk?
Why are you? I ain't hear nobody. I was.
That's the worst. That's the worst one.
Oh, you should have told me, bro. I'd have let you. Nope.
That's the worst one.
What you got to understand, no matter where he was, he would never be the worst because it was Orlando Scandry.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Yes.
I know that. That's why I said
King dirty right there.
That's my boy.
That's
He
the
was
dirtiest Mac of them all. Like
Hater
off the, he cool. He cool. He gonna talk to
man.
you. But let him get that scouting report. It's like, what you doing? Oh no. Yeah, like. Yeah,
He played the game.
He played the game.
He played the game well,
and he got paid.
Every
name.
year.
That's
every
the
year
name.
was
That's the
another
name.
one.
That's the name.
Be up.
And so I remember my first year in the league, man. There's a dude named Steve Jackson. He coaching somewhere in the league now, but he was actually playing. And so we was on the field, we were stretching, and then it was a dude who was actually on the team the year before that was outside the gate. And he was talking to us from outside the gate, right? And Stevie J was like, hey, let me tell you something. He's like, this is the best hustle in the world right here. And I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, you don't want to be outside that gate.
Bro, that's the word.
Hey, he's like, nah, you don't want, straight up, he's like, you don't want to be outside that gate. He said, so whatever you got to do to hustle to keep your butt inside here, you know what I'm saying? This is where you want to be at 6 months on, 6 months off. You get 6 months to take care of your body. The rest of the time you in pads, you playing some. He's like, come on, bro.
Can't beat that,
What's
man.
the best hustle in the world?
It's messed up, but it's a real OG.
It is.
They always tell you, don't be that guy. Hey, there was a guy that was here before you. Don't be him.
Don't be him.
Hey, what'd he say? You remember what happened to the last security guard? You don't even know what happened to him. Exactly. He's not here.
We say all this. Say come Friday when the Cowboys have their final preseason game is going to be against the Atlanta Falcons. Joe Milton, by the way, is going to start at quarterback. Brian Schottenheimer is committed to that, and he wants to see more. And Joe needs to play more.
He does.
He needs to play more.
Still believe.
Joe's got to figure out a way to keep this offense on the field.
Yeah.
You know, they don't need a bunch of 3 and outs because the other issue with some of the short drives has been the defensive state. I mean, defense at 40 minutes against Baltimore. Yeah. You can't see a whole lot in the preseason. You're wearing guys out here, and then on the other opposite side, guys who just haven't been able to show what they can do. So for Joe Milton against the Atlanta Falcons, man, take this opportunity and have some longer drives, put up some points, show some things, because this is going to be one more shot where if you don't do what they want you to do, they're going to start looking at this waiver wire to say, who is out here? You know what can we do? And so that's why I hope for Joe's sake that he can move the ball a little bit.
Yeah, he's to me he's got to have that consistency to him. You know, we all understand you got the bazooka forearm. You know, you can throw it 100 yards, but what I believe these coaches are going to look for is, can he understand that the deep shot is taken away? The intermediate may be taken away. Can you just dump it down to Deuce Vaughn? Can you dump it down to one of these backs and let them do work? Find your security blanket out there. And just because you don't make a huge play every single drive, just having that consistency where you can get 2 or 3 first downs before you got to punt the ball will show the coaches a lot. Because when you get in with those starters, if something were to happen to the main guy and you had to get in with those starters, that defense, they're not going to be able to survive playing 40 minutes a game in regular season. You got to show that consistency out there. And to me, that's a big thing for Joe Milton. We know you're a great athlete. We know you got the cannon arm. Just, every now and then take what the defense gives you. And if you show the coaching staff you have the capabilities of doing just that, I think he'll be fine.
I'm going to take just a little step further. As far as, yes, I do want to see this from Joe, and this game is going to show us a lot from him. But what I want to see from Joe is I want to see the other tangibles, like you said, not just making the check down. I want you to show me that you're a good player, that you can make other people around you better. Because like you said, you being on the field like that, we haven't seen a lot of things from guys. So if I'm Deuce Vaughn, I'm looking at you like, Joe, look at me. I'm here. Feed me. Because if he does the check downs the right way, this might be the difference between who gets the job, between Deuce or Miles and stuff like that. He has the potential to get comfortable, have that experience and rep, but also change the life for somebody else in their player. And by not doing too much, not being the superstar, just play within the system, relax and calm down to where you potentially not only make yourself some money, you can make other people on that offense money. It might not be Deuce Vaughn, but somewhere along those lines.
Dorsett, get the last one.
I'm thinking with the past 2 weeks and the reps he's gotten in the past 2 weeks, and from the first week, you saw some improvement from footwork and things like that. And I'm just thinking like overall, just from I guess you could say just from a whole group of work, if you put it together, that each week, he gets better somewhere else. I'm not going to say everything is going to come together in this one last game, but the whole thing has to be his trajectory needs to keep going up. All right? And so if he keeps showing some type of improvement and he puts, the things together from the previous 2 games together with this third game, he can come out and have himself a pretty decent game. Just the overthrows, that's something that he's going to have to, once again, goes to footwork, of course, as well. So, it's a tough situation for him to be in, but he has to show improve this weekend.
Yeah, he got to.
He has
Much
to.
is given, much is required. He better show us.
Well, just so you don't have them out here searching on that waiver wire for something.
Exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
it.
or they say, hey, look, we're gonna. As they've been known to do around here, give a good draft pick to go get somebody.
Don't get the Trey Lance special.
Don't do that.
So, don't want to do that. Anthony Dorsett, appreciate you. Trey Moore, appreciate you. That is Barry Church. To our producer, Chris Beam, Josh, everybody's a part of the podcast. I'm Newy Scruggs. Players Lounge by Aristocrat Gaming is out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?